The whole world I wait for this. I make the beat drop off.
When they see me off in traffic, they say GG on some other
Remix, baby. Lollipop, lollipop. Breast is just like Dolly Parton.
Turn down for what? Turn down for what?
Turn down for what? Still on for a treble. It's the morning before the storm. Good morning, nice and decent people.
Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for being here. Good morning for me. Good afternoon to you. Good evening, wherever you are watching from. It's the morning after the storm, the meltdown, going into the international break. It's never good losing a game going into international break. Just a game. But when that game is of great consequence, when that game is a final, you expect head loss. And that's what you're seeing across the spaces. Now, I haven't lost my head, even though I expected us to win this damn game. But I can't force and try to fake how I feel. I'm disappointed that we lost the game, but I'm not terribly upset. I'm not throwing. I don't know why. Maybe it's because it's just more proof. We gave the manager or opportunity to present itself for Arsenal and Mikel Arteta. We say Arteta because he is the one leading the ship. Had a great opportunity to prove why you deserve to be Arsenal Football Club's manager next season and seasons beyond. And he fucked it. But we knew this, right? We were banking on these guys, the hunger of these guys. We were banking on these guys rising to the moment in spite of the Arteta attacks. They fucked it. So that's why I'm not. If you kind of expect it, if you have expectations and you have hope, right? A 1-0 prediction going into a final, it's like, okay, this can go either way, but I'm going to back my side. I'm going to back my team. You know what I mean? But it didn't work out. Let it all work out. It didn't work out. We have a lot to get into today because you know what? As the international break is going to be a dud. On Thursday when Jamaica play, I'm up for a good game because we must qualify for this World Cup, but that's neither here nor there. Before I do that, who is this lovely gentleman? Is this Dal on his... Oh, Dal. Come on, my guy. Come on, Dal. Dal is a hell of a human being, you know. In the spirit of getting punched up, he still finds a way to be kind. So if you see Dal in the streets, if you see Dal in the YouTube streets, make sure you say thank you, especially if you got a membership courtesy of our organ. Goonie, big him up every time. Big up to Kwaja, big up to Bluebird. We got a new face. And Andre, big up Dre. Just found your channel. We are glad the algorithm found you, my friend. We do this daily. Thank you for being here. Lego Head cost us again. If Wembley was a crime scene, his fingerprints are all over this shit, right? His fingerprints are all over it. His DNA. He might as well have just take his driver's license out of his pocket and just drop it there because the cops are going to find you, Mikhail. You stunk this up. And one of the main points that you're going to see moving forward, yeah, throughout this international break and over these next couple of weeks, you are going to see a lot of Arsenal fans who predicted the league done change their tune. And I'm here every day, and I'm consistent with it, even with 9 points clear when City stumbling in the league, drawing games, drawing here, drawing to West Ham, drawing to Tottenham. I still said I'm not comfortable saying the league is over yet. I'm not. How can you not? Okay, I am not, and this is why. Those performances, it's not the points gap. It's the performances that we've been complaining about all season. Now, we are in a position where the performances technically don't matter. And I know that's not hypocritical, but here's what I mean when I said the performances technically don't matter. Because it's all about the points at this point. It's all about 3 points. So regardless of how you get them, and we've been getting them. We get by here, we get by there. Now, we only need to do that 4 more times over the next 4 Premier League games, 5 over the entire season. Because if we do it 4 more times in the next game, we beat City, and then we take points from them. And if we didn't have to play them with a 3-point gap, with a 6-point gap, I'd be more comfortable. But because we have to play them at their gap, pause there. If they can beat us at Wembley, they can beat us at the Etihad. Let's not kid ourselves, people. This is why. I know when push comes to shove, more than often, he will fall. We just didn't expect City to push that hard yesterday. Especially after that first half, we thought we were onto something. We were like, there's no Eze, there's no Timber. Benjamin White looks decent. Kai Havertz should have scored. We're like, okay, we're onto something here. Get it to the 78th minute, and we're still in the game. But on the hour mark, it was done. Push come to shove, he fell. We asked, right, when was the last time Arteta made a tactical adjustment that positively influenced the outcome of a game? It's usually distance between the answer. Now, when he took Zubimendi off and brought Max on against Everton, we acknowledged he made a tactical adjustment that positively influenced the outcome of a game. But that was the damn exception. That's not normally what happens. Normally, when he's making substitutions, it's usually like for like. Problems at the Arsenal going into the international break. You know what I mean? Big up to the Waffle Don fans after the final. But it's only the Mickey Mouse Cup. The Mickey Mouse Cup would have shut me up. The Mickey Mouse Cup, I was ready to lay down every bad thing that I've ever said about Arteta. For the rest of the season, it would have been nothing but praise. And even if it isn't praise and I had something critical to say about him for the rest of the season, I wouldn't say it. Because he did what I've been asking him to do. Brother, he won me the trophy, the Carabao that I predicted us to win in the summer. I would have had to eat my words happily. That's a healthy meal. 31 in the building will big you up. Thank you for being here for the tears. See, across the spaces, right? I see the broskies that were not complaining, but lamenting the fact that their views were down, the numbers were down. Nothing was wrong with your channel, bro. It's just Arsenal were doing well. That's why the numbers were down. Your numbers are up now because we lost a final. That's what happens. That's how it works, isn't it? But the Mickey Mouse Cup would have shut me up because there are top gooners who are saying that he must win a major. I've never been on that. Just a trophy would have been fine. A domestic cup double, you've all heard me say it, and I'm shutting up. He gets to go another year. But one of those domestic cup doubles are gone. And I woke up this morning, where is my damn? Woke up this morning, and a lot of subscribers are gone. And I can tell which ones they are. You know what I'm saying? The man them who was saying we were going to do the quad, I don't expect them to see. They ain't coming here. They are not coming back here. And if they do, when they come back here, I'm going to remind them why they were hesitant to come back over here. Because we got something to say. Big up, Tone. Love my bro. 1 from a possible 23. By any stretch, by any matrix, by any key performance indicator, that in any job, in any walk of life, in sports, in corporate, in the military, in entrepreneurship, small businesses, not good enough. Big up to the broski. That was horrible yesterday from Gianni. Big up my bro. Smash the likes and big up. These men made Gianni had to do another 4-hour marathon yesterday. This is what they do to us, You had one job. Finish the assignment, Arsenal. No. We let Pep win and you know what? If the Carabao is the last trophy Pep is going to win, we have something to say about that. We're still in the FA Cup. We can beat them to the Premier League title. But still, we needed this one badly. Please subscribe to the channel, and thank you to Dal. Love my bro. Big up to BX Gunner. Watching the Bulls versus Sonics game from 92, smoking a morning blunt because fuck that final. And that's what I'm saying, BX Gunner. Man, like, the glove, GP and that. Yeah, them were good times. And there's talk of a team coming back to Seattle. I probably won't be here for them though. I'll probably be gone by then. But big you up, BX Gunner, man. Thank you for being here, my G. We some head busters. Big up to Mr. Cousteau, Top Gooner Extraordinaire. Big up to my broski Yaga P. Love my bro. Come on, Dow. Come on. I'm still fuming since yesterday, says AJ. 3 years ago, I lost my grandfather to lung cancer. R.I.P. to AJ Sr. twice. I hate March. Anyway, and then Arteta, the players there to do that, man. Fuck them all. Yeah, man. Matter of fact, my apologies. My condolences. And I'm sorry you had to go through that, my bro. But this is the price we pay for supporting Arsenal. And they know this. They know that we love them. They know that we will support them to hell and back. And they take it. They use it against us. Because they know that we don't know how to stop supporting Arsenal. Because if we did know how to stop supporting this fucking club, believe you me, I will do it. I was a young man the last time we lifted major honors at this club, Now, yesterday we didn't lose a major honor, but you still don't like to lose. Winning is the only thing that you never get tired of in life, period. You get tired of your girl, you get tired of your kids sometimes. You even get tired of my wife. Sometimes she annoys the fuck out of me. You get tired of your job, but you never get tired of winning, even if it's a kickabout on Sunday, right? Back home, we usually play a one-lover trip. There's 20 people. We fight five-man teams, and you win, you stay on the pitch. Losers leave, and you keep winning. You never get tired of it. You know what's the best one? The next one that you win. 45 minutes between us and the trophy, because we're still in the game up until halftime, right? But there's something. If you are a staunch supporter of Mikel Arteta, you have to realize that there is something that managers are figuring out about him. You notice that against Leverkusen in the first leg, the first half, he got figured out. And now again, Pep in the game for a first half figures him out again. We've seen Brentford manager do it. We've seen Unai do it to him at Villa Park too many times. Even the Regis Debris at damn Stadium of Light figured him out to an extent. Yesterday, we needed Mikel to overperform. We needed the players to overperform. That was dead. That was as dead as they come. I don't know what that was. Big up to Joins. Big you up, my G. The shell down is, yeah. Has anyone seen his presser? Has Canton or Charles Watts or Carter Hill or any one of these other men who have a level there with him ask him the tough questions? Or are they celebrating us getting to a final because it's quote-unquote progression from last year's campaign when we got to the semis? Because that seems to be a crutch. When we got to the semis last year, technically we progressed. No. The energy is consistently get to finals and we have to win some. Now, if we get to the FA Cup final, right, just based on the law of averages, you're going to win a one or two of them, right? So now we have to shift focus. We don't kick another Premier League ball until April 11th, I think. We play a Champions League game before then. We play a FA Cup game before then. Now, we must be at Wembley again. It's Southampton away. No disrespect. None whatsoever, but we must. We absolute must. Can't be comfortable. We cannot. 9 point. That shit can disappear with 3 draws, even 2. It's also injuries to Timber and Eze that's super concerning. But we knew that Timber was fucked. I thought he was going to play because he's already fucked up. Weeks ago, the Shane Gooners of the world, the Jezzes, the DJVs, the people that they call certain names, when things are going well, they talk about these people as if they don't love the club. Jez has been to more games than these fuckers have had roast dinners, Now, we've talked about Timber being in the red, needed a break. We've talked about Declan Rice in the red, needed a break. The man them tired, bumbaclad. We've played damn near 50 games already. Just for context, United are playing 40 games in the entire season. They played 1 EFL Cup game against Grimsby, 1 FA Cup game against Brighton, lost both of them, and their 38 Premier League games. They are so thirsty for games, they have to do like behind closed doors games and shit to stay fresh and fit, right? We have played damn near 50 games already. The man, them tired. The wasted minutes in Saka's legs, in Declan Rice's legs, in Timber's legs that we can't get back in those games that we were up comfortably and he could have been subbed off, or in games where we were up where we could kill the game off and man could get subbed off and get some rest. Those minutes, they can't get back. Those minutes in Timber's legs is why he couldn't play yesterday. Now, you see Turkey, how fresh he looked. You see? Pep's been rotating this shit out of Turkey for this reason. To win the trophy. Because the other shit don't matter. Now it's time to unleash them because they have fresh legs, bro. We look tired. Damn near 50 games. Might not be 50, but it's close to it. I don't know any of the statisticians, the stat people, the numbers people in the chat can tell me how many games we've played so far in this campaign, right? Because we've played Port Vale, Brighton, Palace, Chelsea twice, the final. That's 6 EFL Cup games. We've also played Portsmouth, Mansfield, Wigan in the FA Cup, right? That's 9. Champions League, we've played 10. Right? 8 League Cup games and 2 knockout games. So that's 19 games right there, plus the 31. The 31 Premier League games. That's 50 games. 50 fucking games. And we're not even in April yet. And them are tired, blood. Big up to the general on the ground. Still pissed. Big up, Darren. You know, you sleep on it and you wake up and you're like, yeah, nah, this shit, it's you off still, man. Not gonna lie. Unfortunately, it's over. Pep has completely schooled Mikel. He doesn't have anything for Pep. Etihad is another beat loss. Pep has got into this guy's mind. I said it yesterday, Joins. If he can beat us at Wembley, he can beat us at the Etihad. That's 6 points. Man City can beat Crystal Palace at home. That's 3-point lead. We play them. It's a 15-point race with a 3-point lead. In what world is that safe? That's why. They can call me the P word, fake chest, and this and that, whatever. I'm still not ready. We can go back to match week 9 when I'm talking about, do you trust Arteta with a 6-point lead? Because it was always 6. And big up to Joins always said it's going to be between 3 to 9. It's not going to be this 12-point balloon. Now, if it gets to that, calm. But it hasn't gotten to that point yet for a reason. And it's not like we haven't had the opportunity for the lead to balloon. And we fucked it the first big pressure test. Prove that you can do it. Prove that you can earn the right to be Arsenal's manager for years to come. And he goes into his shell and play timid football. Man City score 1 goal. They don't sit back. They put belt to ass. Beat and teach type. We are going out to Southampton and Sporting. We cannot. Right? Because I don't even want to fathom that thought, to be fair. Because I was about to say something crazy just now. Big up to Declan. Did you see Josh's face at the end? He was pissed. I didn't. I haven't because I left the pub early, Declan. After the second goal went in, I told the beautiful young lady, give me my tab. I gave her a tip and left. I didn't, because I know that these men have nothing in them to claw back a 2-goal lead. At 1-0, we should have been up the pitch, pressing them to get. Soon as they scored, we kicked off. 2 passes later, they had the ball back. I'm like, oh shit, we don't want the football. We don't want the football. We don't have the football. How in the fuck are we going to score? Big facts. The assembles. Love my G. Thank you for being here. Boy, Ted, where the fuck are you? He's alive. He's on YouTube. He just won't be here. You know what I mean? It's mad. Arteta been losing the mental battle for 6 years now. Yeah, Pep is in his head. The student and the master. You know. There was a guy named Pat Gresham, the guy who taught me to play chess. Taught me how to play chess in Afghanistan many, many years ago, like 23 years ago, right? Way back, 03, 02. Back then. There's a lot of dead time in the desert. He taught me how to play chess. because we have a lot of dead time. We have a little chessboard. I could not beat him for 4 years. Big up to Patrice Gresham. I'm going to click this part and send it to him. But the very first time I beat him in 2006, he ain't beat me since. Yeah. It was a mental block because I know the game and I can play it well. But because I'm looking at him as the master, the guy who taught me, I could never beat him. But one day I just said, fuck it, I'm going to be brave. I'm going to sacrifice this knight. I'm going to sacrifice this rook. You know, I'm not even going to castle. I'm not going to protect my kin. I'm going to lure you in and I'm going to bite your fucking head off. And that's exactly what I did. Checkmate. 2006. It's been 20 years. He ain't beat me since, even when we play online. Big up to Blacks. Arteta showing his true colors always. Hey, you get backed into a corner, you rely on your instincts, innit? And his instinct is to lock up shop and be defensive. What are you being defensive? You're 1-0 down, bro. Who the hell are you? Are you Liam Rusty now? Protecting a 1-0 deficit. What are you on, bro? It's the last game in this competition. This is not there's no second leg. You throw the kitchen sink. They don't give a damn. You're already losing. Ironically, BBK Waffle Down, that same fella, has been silent in the group chat. Slap. Wake him up. Oh, man. The quad is happening. Kool-Aid drinking. Still not ready. Oh, we never won. No, he didn't. Don't tell me he didn't do that. I won it. I'm thirsty. I don't even drink milk. I would have had me some. Major red flag is Arteta keeps showing that he is a choker and that he gets tunnel vision whenever he's presented with a problem. It's not a trait top managers have. Yeah, I saw the camera pan to him at 2-0 throwing a water bottle. I'm like, okay. You know, game over. Nah, you should be looking at your bench. You should be looking at your captain on the pitch saying, do this, do that. You should have been watching the game from minute one for solutions, for problems. You come out at halftime and you look worse than you did in the first half. How? That's why you get paid 15.6 to solve those problems. It's not to come in a press conference and smile and talk about win the dog and shit. You know, fans like him is the reason we are forever bantered every day with this squad fuckery. Now they are showing up as total frauds. Yeah, I see him, and it's not just him. To be fair, we're gonna be fair to him. It's not just him because he doesn't do he does content. He has a channel, but you got other men with big channels, bigger than this one. You know, I'm talking about, you know, the AFTV umbrella, you know, the halftime hookses of the world. But these are the men them who make, you know what I'm saying? They go out their way to make us look stupid. You know what I mean? They go out their way to make us look bad. But it's cool, though. It's cool because we have protection. We have protection in the name of the boss that Ross, and he gives us strength to move.
Maybach music.
To the Father I will pray. Only Him know how we get through every day. I trust Jah works when you see the rain fall. Jah works, blessings overall. I trust Jah works.
Lord, give me strength to face another day as an Arsenal fan, because it's rough out here. It's tough. But I just Jah works when we see the rain fall. Jah works when we see the sunshine. It's going to be Jah works in May. That's going to lead us to the trophy. Because it ain't going to be Mikael. He is fucking this up at a monumental level. But what he can't do now, what he has to do now, right? He has to show that he can course correct. He has to show that he can't let his this loss spill over into your Premier League form. Because if you notice, Man City just got punched up in Europe. Yeah? They got punched up in Europe, but they showed up for the occasion. That's a final. Chelsea got punched up in Europe, but their shit manager made it spill over into the weekend, so they go to Everton and get fist up. We were good in Europe this week, beating Leverkusen comfortably. Even rivals have been, hey, that's our best performance so far from end to end. Cool. He has to show that he can get these guys to focus. And if not him, who? Someone has to do it. Declan Rice, Gabriel, one of the players. Like, these players do not want to be serial bottlers with their name attached to it. Now, what he going to say to these men when he goes into the dressing room now? What is he going to tell them? Because the voice is getting still. I know I'm tired of hearing it. And we only hear it when he speaks in the presser. So they have to hear this shit in the presser. They have to hear it in practice, before and after. They have to hear his voice all day. So if we're tired of it, I know some of the players are tired of it. Maybe not his favorite or his favorites, but I know they get tired of this shit. I need someone to check on Tony Cloud, man. Tony. All of last week, Tony has been BBK. When we're gonna do a stream? When we're gonna do a stream? I'm Tony. It's international break. We need to talk, my bro. We need to talk. Big up Blacks. Big up to the Toronto Goon. Love, my bro. Appreciate this. You get your round of applause. You know it. Big you up as soon as I can find it. There we go. Thank you, sir. You're far too kind. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being a member. Yeah, man. The community showing love to Mr. AJ, man. Our mod God. I'm not sure. Even if we win the league now, I want this manager to go into next season. Oh, shit. This is the most uncomfortable conversation there is to be had, Waffle Don. And I hope Oregon Goon or Dal is still in the house, because he has been on this and he has been held. He has been taking punches to the face. And I tell him at the time when he said it, and I say it right now. I don't agree with it, but I understand. First they call you crazy, then they understand, because this was a wild take when he said it. Even if he wins the Premier League, I still want him gone. And then people were like, are you mad? Are you mad? Are you mad? This is why. But there was context around Dal's premise. He said, we were poised to go 9 points clear. And he said, if we end up winning it by a goal difference or barely squeaking over the line now, then we have to get rid of him, because there is no way we can win it next year playing this way. And even if we get over the line, we have to shift focus. Now, I am going to fly to London, quick, fast, and in a hurry, for the parade and see some friends and all this shit and some family. Wonderful. But the club, they have to switch. We have the Premier League. How do we retain it? How do we keep this? I'm not sure that we can keep the Premier League title playing this way. I'm sorry. Sorry. Especially if Pep stays and Liverpool unfuck themselves. Not even worried about Chelsea. I'm not giving them man time of day. I think they're getting worse. But we have to fix up, man. Big up to the doctor. That Arteta post-match. You know what? I couldn't even put myself through it. I don't know what he has to say. Listen, I trust you guys' judgment. If you say it was a disgrace, if you said he said some bunch of dumb shit, I'll believe you, because you all has never lied to me. Watching yesterday's game, no set piece goals, no own goals, and we seem to be out of ideas. Individual brilliance was calling out. The game was screaming out for some individual brilliance. Max is the only one on the bench who could. You don't want to put that type of pressure on a 16-year-old now, do you? And Eze was injured. Now, if you don't have individual brilliance, you have to create a system that can get a clear-cut chance for Havertz or Gyökeres. Did we see him do that? Well, no. The teacher-student thing is too much. I need Arteta to tell Pep to F off something. Yeah, I need a fallout, yeah? It's not going to happen, though. Pep has that man right where he wants, because Pep will go into the press conference and just continue to praise him, continue to hype him up, right? So people from the other side of the fence will see, look what Pep said about him. How can you want to fire a manager like that? Pep is the best manager in the world, and look at the words that he's saying about. Do you think Pep is stupid? He went trophyless last year. He damn sure wasn't going to go trophyless this year. Now, you, as Arsenal, led by Arteta, you have to make sure that's the only motherfucking trophy he takes from you. FA Cup, they got Liverpool. They may not be it in the next round, but should they, you have a possible another matchup with these men at Wembley. Advantage, Pep? I thought the Leverkusen first leg was bad. This was putrid. My first game, I couldn't suffer, and I had to, but I'm gonna leave. 60 minutes, the second goal, I'm like, this is gonna be 4-5. I'm out of here. I was shocked when I got back to the house and I saw it was only 2. I'm like, shit. So I don't even know if City went belt to ass for the final 20 minutes or the final 30 minutes, or they just sat back and said, Arsenal, you ain't got nothing. We got 2 goals up, we cruising. I don't know. But I couldn't put myself through that. The most League Cup final losses with 6. Yeah. You know, the 2011 Birmingham City debacle was another, colossal fuck up. But my God, man, this one stings a whole lot. I always say the coaches go at Arsenal so hard because they just see the guy hot lucky to get resources. They don't rate him. That's why these coaches talk smack to us. Like, you know what? I think they praise him publicly, but privately they know he is shit. So they praise him publicly and then beat him out tactic him publicly to prop themselves up. Because if you're Fabian, if you are Regis, if you are Unai, and you're looking at the Arsenal squad, you're looking at it like, you know what? If I had that squad, I could do bits. Arteta has all this protection, all this laid at his disposal and still can't win. I'm not winning at Brighton because it's Brighton, but shit, I don't have those type of resources. I haven't had that type of backing. He does and still can't win. Southampton are currently 14 unbeaten. If he plays Kepa, we're going to, well, he is playing Kepa. He is 100% playing Kepa. He's not doing that. And I wonder if he was asked about that. Doc, did you see? Was he asked about this? About playing Kepa in the final? What was his answer? Because I do believe he's going to play Kepa. Now, if we get by Southampton and then we have a final against City, I prefer to get Leeds or West Ham in the next round still. But say we draw City in the next round, he'll play Raya in that one. But for Southampton or anybody else, I really think he's going to stick with his guy. Because he's stubborn like that. We know it. Big up Wesley. Man, I'm never trusting this manager and these players. What in the actual fuck was that? Yeah, what in the imaginary fuck? Zubi was doing the same thing Odegaard has to give the ball to a dead alley. Gabriel was giving the ball away. We were trying to play out from the back and was playing it straight to Man City. Ezra's calf is likely busted as well, so that's another attacker out. You know what? When he called for the sub against Leverkusen, I just thought he's feeling something and he don't want to risk it because he wants to play in the final. I haven't heard anything official or anything major about whether or not he's actually hurt or he's going to require surgery or none of them things there. But you never want a guy with that amount of quality, right? With that amount of tech, with that amount to prove, with that much on the line to not be fit and ready. And you men know how I feel about the Eberici. So if he is out, I damn sure ain't gonna put no stock in us winning the Premier League yet. Not if I was, because I'm not willing to declare the title over with Eze was fit and firing. So if he's out, it's a completely different conversation for me. The coach doesn't want to and cannot coach anything outside of his system. That's why Norgard, MLS, Ethan have had such low minutes. Just poor coaches. Poor coaching in there. 15.6, 15.6. With Saliba, that's 100. See, Saliba. Now, is this serious? Or is this gamesmanship? France is already qualified. I see a bunch of friendlies on the docket. I don't see a whole bunch of games of consequence. So none of these, man. Timber, Declan, Saka, none of them. Saka, Jesus Christ. Do we even need to speak on Saka anymore? Or we should just leave it be? Because it's so obvious at this point. Question, is the right side or the left side the weakest part of the team? The left side. I would say the left side. The right side, we have Timber and fucking... But you know what? It's a great question, Because going into the season, we're talking about we need a left wing upgrade. Trossard or Martinelli, sell them both. And that's because we assumed that Saka was going to at least get his GA when he's not playing well. Now he's not playing well and he's not getting GA. So what is he really offering the team? So now it seems like we need to upgrade both wings. 49 games played. It's mad. 49 games played. But if you look at the minutes that Jones just alluded to, you would think we got 1 game a week or some shit playing the same guys. It's mad. Big up to Cooper. Love, my friend. Hope you're good, man. Thank you for being here. Yeah, yeah. That's 50. I was close. That's a lot of games, bro. It's a lot of games for Zubimendi, for Declan Rice, for Timber, and it's starting to show. There is a reason why we usually teeter out during this part of the season. While City are just throwing fresh legs in Marmoush. Did Marmoush even play yesterday? Did he feature? Nope, he made 1 sub. Pep Guardiola made 1 sub. Now that is a giant middle finger. Because I remember a couple years ago when Pep went to Old Trafford and beat Manchester United 2-0 and didn't make a single sub. He essentially turned it into a training session. Yeah. Now Pep was playing Marmoush, was playing Reinders and Nico Gonzalez heavily in the beginning of the season, right? To keep Cherky fresh, to keep Rodri fresh, to keep Doku fresh. Now they added Semenyo, they added Gehi. Now Marmoush didn't touch pitch yesterday. Now when these men get back from international break and they go to Stamford Bridge, they have fresh legs in Marmoush, in Reinders, in Gonzalez, in Savio to unleash. While we have tired legs because we've played over 50, damn near 50 games. It's mad. What's his fascination with Saka in the 10? Because he loaned out Ethan. And he doesn't trust Max. He's 16. Ethan who saved his ass last year on multiple occasions. There is no mind games. Blunderman is basically useless. Full stop, period, end the conversation. Big you up. 50 people in the building locked in, man. Big up everybody. Thank you all for being here. Thank you all for joining the BBK gang. We do this daily. Well, maybe every other day now that it's international break because I need to get away from football for a bit. NBA Wednesdays start back up this Wednesday as well. So big you up. Right side and left side, the assembled. Cooper says both sides. I hear it. Oh, my guy. Just when you ease up and calling out the coach, he goes and prove you. He told you he was right. Yeah, right. And I love this point right here, George, because one of the things is, you know how I go in on Unai Emery, pause, right? You know how I criticize the shit out of Emery because a lot of Arsenal fans like to prop up Emery to beat Arteta with that stick. I'm like, no, fuck all that. He gives us shit. We don't have to make up anything to criticize him for. He just gives us a litany. There's so much. Whether it's the style of play, the substitutions, the running the players into the ground, his favorites, mad. And he just keeps on doing that. Does any of his assistant coaches have any backbone? Can they pull him to the side and be like, oh, Mikhail, Timber is tired? Could he have done that match week 23? Declan needs a rest. Way back then. Because the minutes have been there to be had. When Zubimendi was on 2,400 minutes, Norgard was on 33 or something like that. That's crazy. That's criminal. It's just a trash manager on 15.6, you know. The Maybach boss, E. Ross. Emery more than Etihad his very first attempt. Have a go at it, right? Have a go. Those Man City players don't want to sit back and defend. They hate doing it. Matter of fact, you make Bernardo Silva defend for long periods of time, he gets himself booked. He's a damn rat, shin kicker, all that shit. He does not like to play without the ball. You make them defend. You play football. You keep the ball. Quit going long. Put the ball on the goddamn ground and play. I can't believe at the professional levels where it's not good with the ball at his feet. How the hell is he a professional footballer then? How? It's one of the things that just drive me nuts. A midfielder not good with the ball at their feet. How did you become a professional footballer that can't play football? What in the imaginary fuck is going on? Jesus. Big up E-Ross, man. Smash the likes and subscribe, people. Do what the man says. Yes, sir. You know it. You know it. Arteta needs to go regardless. Berta best be on the phone with Louis Enrique as we speak. You know what, Cooper? I was having this thought the other day, and I'm saying to myself, Berta might be the best signing of the season, you know. The signing of the season may not be Eze or Gyökeres or Nketiah, Mascara, Norgard, none of that. It might be Andrea Berta. Because without Berta, we're not in this Champions League quarterfinal courtesy of Eze, right? And we damn sure wouldn't be in this damn Carabao Cup final. So the hell with Josh being upset. I know Berta is looking around like, nah. These bunch of players may not be the best in the world or any world-class talent, this, and that, but they're good enough to do better than what they are doing. They're better than a 2-0 showing yesterday against City. You know, absolute must. SC Kingdom. International. That's your club. Inter. What you telling us? We don't play attacking football to make comebacks. We don't perform. We don't platform our striker, which is the first sign of a team that doesn't prioritize attack and has no direction. Yeah, because if you ask him about Gyökeres, if you ask him about Havertz, he leads with what they do off the ball. You know what I mean? You must be new here, SC Kingdom. You must be new. Because this is not a reaction to yesterday's performance. But I get it. If you're new, I don't expect you to know. But if we've been around the block and listen, we've been on Arteta's neck for time. We've given him plenty of grace. This is the season of no excuses. And yesterday, he got given an opportunity to prove why he belongs. He got the opportunity to prove why he should be Arsenal manager next year and beyond that. And he fucked it. You know, not so good, Guna SC. I hear it. Yes, sir. You know it. Big you up, E-Ross, every time. Hope you're good, my G. Big up, Wesley. There is a pattern. We lose, he changes to an aggressive brand of football for 2 games, then reverse back to this. This is what he wants us to play day in, day out. Yeah. Because when at crunch time, when the pressure was on, that's where he go back. You do what works for you or what you think will work. And the fact that he just went into a shell when we were 1-0 down, I was like, nah, brother. This ain't winning football. We're old enough to know what winning football looks like. Mr. Peterson, Arteta choked the final, bro. He did. Egal said it was okay not to win the Carabao. Yeah, that's what the script says, right? They have to read. They have to read from the Top Gunner script. Oh, it said if we lose, you know, it's like a flow chart. Did we win? Yes. Arteta is the greatest manager in the world. We always wanted this Carabao Cup. Did we lose? Arrow says, say you didn't want the Karabuki Cup. I seen an interview of Julian. I didn't watch the interview, but the headline was, oh, it was only £100,000 payout. We lost out on £100,000. So what? The club is rich. I'm like, how much is a trophy worth? So we finished second over the past 3 years and have been paid like £180 million per second place finish. So the club is raking in money from their second place finish. But I don't hear him mention those numbers. It's we lose the trophy and it's it was only. We don't give a fuck about the money. We're talking about the trophy, you dickhead. That wrist still hurting me after punching the wall last night. But the grip, you know what? There are people who have to go buy a new TV today. Arsenal fans who have to go buy a new TV. Hey, see, BBK Sports. See, I mean, people, we have these weapons of mass destruction. Victor Gyökeres. You see, BBK Sports. See, I mean, and then he just goes off on his giddy train. And I love Tony, but goddamn, Tony, you must stop the fuckery. Ecstasy. I'm glad there's international football now. Imagine if we were playing midweek. Carryover. I worry about the carryover. Because Pep stopped the bleeding from Man City midweek. Hey, you park that in the Champions League. There's a trophy on the line. Fix up. We played well going to that. We were the informed team. We weren't the team that was getting cut open by Real Madrid, giving Vinicius Jr. 3 clear-cut one-on-one chances. You know? We put Leverkusen to the sword at the Emirates. We didn't even have to leave London. It's across the way. And we look so flat. Jacques, I've been saying whether this was the last time we were seeing Timber for the season. Don't even put that energy in the air. And I don't think Benjamin White was terrible yesterday. I don't think he was terrible, but we need Timber, Best in the business, Timber. Brother, in his presser, he had a chance to call out Havertz, then the Havertz missed. Then 2 questions later, proceed to call out Gyökeres and Gabriel for missing half chances. What a prick, man. No one cares. No one cares, SC Kingdom. Hey, big up to Dow, man. Sack him regardless. You're going to get your flowers. You're going to get your flowers, Dow. You at least you're getting it from me. You know what I mean? Yeah. And if you want me to translate SC Kingdom, suck your mother about it, boy. Or something along those lines. I'd rather watch paint dry than listen to Arteta waffle. Yeah, and that's why I don't watch it. You man do a very good job of letting me know what he says and what he's on in this presser. But I can't. He hurts my ears, man. Ain't no way he blamed Yuck for the half chances and that Ake did a recovery tackle to block. In my opinion, that guy has missed 5 yards out and gets ignored. He had to score there. He had to. You know what I'm saying? AJ's not asking to win every match. He's asking to win trophies. You know what I'm saying? There's a reason. Well, we know all about not losing games. We have the only golden trophy. You know what I'm saying? The questions are ridiculous in that presser as well. I can see them leading him with the questions and talking about just how far this team has become, as far this team has come from when he. Oh, I call that, bro. It's a final. The assignment was to win it. Josh, well, Mikel can't say that you've signed a new contract offer after the Carabao Cup. You've messed up again, Mikel. Don't worry. I have the game plan. The game plan. I'm hearing it. Yep. Yeah, we know that. We just didn't want to lose that one yesterday. Especially not in that format. There's a way to lose. You don't lose defending a 1-0 deficit that turns into 2. And then you get down to 2, and then you still sitting back and going along to no one. Arteta went through all types of mental gymnastics to protect his stepson. Queen Kylie. First donkey is his name. Throwing victim Gyökeres and Gabriel under the bus. We've seen him do this here. He did this to Eze at Anfield. He has this in him. I said Arteta cannot adjust tactics in games in order for us to have our best chance of a win. This manager ever heard of a left-footed right winger and vice versa? Yeah, right. It's mad. He has to do better, man. People say he'd hit Arteta if he didn't take the Arsenal's job. Was proof he's been playing this man from the start. 100%, man. We'll go ahead and slap you because we don't do that. Is this boy 10 in disguise? Anyone? This is either boy 10 in disguise or he's Aaron London or the other mutant that popped up in here the other day that was typing in all caps. You remember him? He might be, Because Aaron London strikes me as the guy because he holds Arteta's dick when he pissed. That even he will rather double down, triple down than admit he's wrong. I call it the Derrick Jackson effect in these parts of the United States. And I tell people all the time the Derrick Jackson story. He was a relationship guru who panders to women and got caught doing the same thing that he told women to watch out for. And instead of women admitting that they got duped, he's still selling out arenas, telling them the same lies. People are so damn scared to admit that they were wrong. You can be wrong on Arteta. I tell the story all the time. I've had shit commanders and I still had to get the job done. Listen, over the course of a goddamn 20, over 6 deployments, right? When we leave base camp with 49 soldiers, how many times do you think we come back with 49? The answer is not always. The answer is sometimes. So if we take casualties in the first foot patrol, we don't abort the mission. We have to keep going. So you go down the goal, Mikhail. You don't abort. What the fuck? You got to keep push on, my brother. This is a football match. Ain't no one going to die if you lose the goddamn game, but go out trying. It's not life or death. "23 trophies. He's won 1. And what's that percentage?" I know there's a lot of zeros in that. No, hell no. That would be crazy. I know I wouldn't. I won't speak for the chat, but I wouldn't. Because domestic double, I would have been quiet. I said that. Domestic cup double. FA Cup FA Cup, EFL Cup. I said that from the start. A lot of people on this side of the fence disagree. Man, I get it. But that's my own opinion. I don't begrudge anyone who says a Carabao Cup is not enough. I don't begrudge anyone who says an FA Cup isn't good enough, or both. I fully hear it. But for me, it's always been about the trophies and him not winning any. So I couldn't find myself in a situation where he won both of them and I want him sacked. I would have to be quiet. So no. It's a part of the game, though. Injuries are a part of the game, my friend. And we have the biggest damn squad that he has ever had. So we can understand you injuring a squad if you only have 17 or 18 players to choose from. He damn near has 30. The squad is so big, we're loaning players out. Could we have used Ethan yesterday? Hell yeah. I disagree, but like I said, I don't begrudge anyone who wants him sacked. You know what I'm saying? News just in: Big Gabby knee injury. Oh Jesus!
Breaking news.
Breaking news. And it's probably not new. He's probably been playing on it for time. Good news is we don't kick another ball until what? April 4th? They cruising because Turkey was doing kick-ups. Why not juggle? Fresh legs. It's time for them to unleash. Yeah, last season, man, and we're focused on this one, yeah? Big up Blacks. Everyone stays in Arsenal good graces to make sure they have a shot at the job in the future when we play well. I just know that the other managers, the way they talk about him and the way they play against him, they don't respect him as a coach. But publicly, they're going to say all the nice things. They're going to criticize him because you have to be a good boy to get the Arsenal job. Can't win the Carabao, can't win the... Yeah. No. You think he can sit back like this against PSG or Bayern Munich? That's criminal behavior. Big up to Jace. Same old Arteta. Leopard never changed his spot. We've been saying this for time. Saka has to find form. Saka needs to find an offshore bank account. So £300, 300,000 a week. Make that tax-free. Put it offshore. Trossard out of the Belgian squad. Good. He don't need to play no more useless, unnecessary football. And I'm pretty certain that Belgium has already qualified, yeah? I think there are only 2 slots left. And Jamaica is one of the ones that's playing New Caledonia and going into the playoff for that. So if your team's already qualified, stay your ass here. And Arsenal is the one who pay you £200,000 a week, not the Belgian Federation. You know? So as they look vexed on the bench. Now, the shot that I saw of him looked like he was, wish he was out there, but, that calf kept him out, man. But that game yesterday was calling out for some skill. There was no one in that midfield that could drop their shoulder and just glide past. Kai can't do that. The Kai experiment's been a failed experiment for time. I don't know why they keep pushing that agenda. You know what I mean? Jesus Christ. Saka is finished. He has a small chance to be back if he takes 6 months to a year off. But the stupid manager took to look after himself. The boy finished broken like Rashford. Yeah, he's probably going to get called up, and he's probably going to go to the World Cup. And England can make a deep run, and then he'll come back, won't have a proper preseason, and we'll be back here next year talking the same thing. Saka needs a rest. Saka needs a rest. And 90 minutes, he's still on the pitch. 90 minutes, he's still on the pitch. Because he didn't deserve 90 minutes yesterday. He didn't even deserve the start. He didn't deserve 90 minutes against Leverkusen second leg. First leg, he was a dud. Got hooked on the hour mark. And against Everton, he was worse. It was terrible against Everton. But because the way the Everton game ended with Max Magic, everyone just glossed over their shit performances from everyone else. We're 6 points clear, not 10. And this is the uncomfortable conversation that a lot of fans don't want to have. Because if we do upgrade on the right wing, Eros, and Saka gets to rest and he is challenged and then he starts playing well, you know what they're going to say? We didn't need an upgrade. Look at the quality. He just needed to find form. No. The upgrade is what put the fire up his ass to actually start playing football. He's too comfortable now. Because after that performance against Leverkusen in the first leg, and he is rewarded with 3 consecutive starts and 90 minutes in each of those starts, he's thinking, I'm playing well. I don't need to improve. I'm getting 90 minutes of football and 300K is hitting the account regardless of how I play. That doesn't motivate a player. Craziness. I don't want Saka starting for England this summer, but he will. Tuchel has no allegiance to us. We don't believe you, man. We think you're Aaron London in disguise. I wanted Onana to replace Partey. I don't know about Onana, I really don't. And he's playing well at Villa, but at Everton, I was like, oh, this guy, he's kind of clumsy. Big up to Mark. Trossard playing too long. That's how you know. That's if he was fit for Everton, Dowman would have not played. I think if Norgard was fit for Everton, Max wouldn't have played. Norgard, well, I'm not going to say Norgard wasn't fit. He wasn't even in the squad because he would have done a like-for-like for Zubimendi and Norgard, but there was no Norgard in the squad. Max came in and just did the business. Sometimes I think he's just the luckiest manager in the world, Loading out Ethan looks like a piece of strategic planning for every eventually, including injuries. Genius. Make your squad weaker for a title running. You know what I mean? Jesus. Big up to Jagans. Anas Amanas Jagans.
Hello, Mama Africa. How are you?
Big you up. Big up my friend. Garnet himself. Favorite artist. Big you up, my brother. What good here? Anas Amanas. Oh, yeah. What the man them said. Oh, shit. Big up to Manny. Big up to Manny. But before I read Manny's comment, yeah, I had alluded to none of the assistant coaches empowered to say, Mikhail, this isn't working. Let's do this. I don't see it. It seems like they just tell him what the fuck he wants to hear. Emery tried his best as a coach, but deserved his criticism at times. Sacking him was the right time. And he is gone to excel at Villa, but Arteta is being treated with child gloves, sick. With child gloves, but big boy money. It's okay if we're going to treat him like he's a new coach, if we're going to treat him like he is a rookie coach, an inexperienced coach that's learning, let's pay him as such. But when Pep Guardiola and Simeone are the only 2 managers in Europe who make more money than you do, we're going to put big boy expectations on you, right? Because what Simeone has to compete against in Barcelona and Real Madrid, he has still delivered 2 league titles. Copa del Rey's and all this shit, Super Cups, he's done it. With throwaway players. When Barcelona threw Suarez in the bin, he picked him out the bin and made him a La Liga champion. Pep is Pep. So I'm all for the child gloves thing, but let's pay him as such and treat him as such. But he's out here getting big boy wages but performing like a child. No backbone at this club. What was the horror film of the creatures that yoinked people's spines? Damn, I don't even remember that. I got a massive headache right now from yesterday. I can't even think straight. More like useless and incompetent. I'm fully hearing that shout. I'm more intrigued to see how Blunderman messes up. He constantly pulls out defeat from the crutches of victory. And you know what, the assembled? I think he has one more masterclass left in him. He does. He has one more master fuck up in him. Add that to all the reasons that I laid out why I'm not ready to declare the Premier League title over. Is why. Because I believe that monumental fuck up that he has left in him will come between match week 34 and 38 after we play Man City, where the lead could be 3 points. If you think it's squeaky bum time now, oh damn. Match week 34, 35, asshole, glue shut. Ain't no squeaky bum. He is going to surprise you. You'd be like, I didn't even believe he could go that low. Do believe he has one more fuck up in him. If Raya started, do you think the results would be different? Because tactically, the team looked toothless and tired. Dre, I'm going to be completely honest. I wasn't bothered by the Raya Kepa thing. Now, it's going to be a thing now because it was a colossal mistake directly from Kepa that led to the goal. I'm saying if we had put pressure on Trafford, maybe he would have made a mistake. Kepa made a mistake because he was under pressure. Goalkeepers make mistakes, right? I criticize Raya all the time for being lobbed and his penalties when he dives 2 days early away at Old Trafford last year when he's standing damn near on his goal post, gives Bruno 80% of the goal to Amat and Bruno kicks it in there. Raya has his fuck ups in him. He is the better goalkeeper, but I understand why he started Kepa. I don't agree with it. I understand. And Raya with this back four works better. Kepa has had a mixture of people in front of him the entire season. Everyone being fit, all things being equal, Kepa would have had Benjamin White, Nketiah, and Mosquera, and Skelly in front of him if the entire back line stayed fit. But this is football, and we've played 49 games already, and we know that people are going to get injured. You know what I mean? All the years, all the cups he's thrown away, all the meaningless minutes he's put in the legs of the people, can't get these back. Big up to Ahaha, man. Didn't win this weekend, but didn't lose either. Big up to the doctor. Big up to Tyrell. Love my G. Hope you're good. Anas Amanas. Big you up. Zero difference. You know. Raya has a couple of fuck-ups in him, man. He's been lobbed way too many times for me. I thought this team was excelling in tracking back. What happened? You know what? We talked about the finals experience of these players before the game, right? On Football Rig and on Gianni's channel. And I was saying, I've seen guys play in the NFL for time go to the Super Bowl and choke because the lights are bright. It seems as though the shock came in the second half because the first half we were decent. Like the best chance of the game in the first half fell to us. But the second half, whatever tactical adjustment Pep made worked. We couldn't counter it. Couldn't. We got figured out and couldn't react. Big up to Gary. You know? Okay, man. I'm glad you came back. Glad the algorithm found you. But this is not the Arteta love affair, especially on the back of us losing a final. He will hold some corn. The sporting director job is to get the football team what is needed. Bertha gave him a goalkeeper, a defender, midfielder, and a striker. Great job. Thank you. We need a new manager now. God damn it. I should give this a round of applause. Because I've said for time, Sheldon, that Bertha is not going to go down there and pick the fucking lineup for him. That is one line in sports. It's a sacred line that no sporting director, no director of football, no general manager is going to cross. I'm not the coach. I'm going to get you the players. You're the coach. Coach the damn players. And if you can't coach them, I will go get someone who can. And right now, it seems like that's what the fuck needs to happen. Should have won more. than they have. But football is sometimes unfair. Now that's a fair shout. That's definitely a fair shout. But a line has to be drawn somewhere, SC Kingdom. You must. Black and white. It can't just be vague and you play well and a bad referee, a bad decision, this and that. At some point, you have to draw the line and say, this is the mark. Did you hit it or not? We're going to go into a different direction. Yeah? I'm so tired of these stop gooners. Hey, the dopamine will make them draw you in, you know. You got to be careful. You know, you have to stay focused. I know you're grown. Though it seems hopeless, there is no progress. We're still also on tone. You know? I knew it was a wrap when I saw Isaiah. Now, I felt some type of way, but a 1-0 prediction, I couldn't walk that back. You know, if I had predicted a battering, a 4-0, a 4-1 or something like that, and I saw the lineup, I saw Kai in the midfield, I probably would have been like 2-1 Arsenal. But I can't walk back a 1-0. A 1-0 is a tight game, and you nick a goal, yeah? And we had the chance to nick a goal, and, you know, a ball falls to Kai. I'm expecting him to compose himself and do something. He has demonstrated composure in a Champions League final. I'm expecting him to do the same, but Blunderman FC did the ultimate blunder yesterday. What a play on words from the boss. Love. Big you up, Gary. Hope you're good, man. Wesley, after our match, I watched that Real Madrid. Yay, I did. I got off here and I went and watched it, and I saw Real Madrid go down the goal, respond, and go up in the game. Suffered an equalizer, and then go on to win the game and see out the game with 10 men. Yeah? That response from Real Madrid, because they know they lose that game, La Liga title going. I think that would have made them 7 points behind. I think they cut it to 4 now. Yeah, I watched it, man. The goals were fucking cinema, aggressive football that keeps you on your feet. Now that Vinny, that 2-1 goal for Vinny, and you know, Wesley, I rate Jan Oblak highly. You know what I mean? So he's a top goalkeeper, and he let 3 in. Yeah, I did see it, man. I appreciate you, but I got off here and I went straight and watched it, you know, to calm my nerves because I needed something other than the burn. Truly ironic that we end up not having these weapons of mass destruction. What we did was self-destruct. That's what we did. That Tony imitation, I did get shout out to Tony called every time, the legend. And one of the reasons why I want us to win so bad is because I want to see that guy in a happy frame. Because when I see him get giddy and I know he's going to come crashing down, I'm like, oh, damn, Tony, you don't even know. You know, but Jesus, man, yesterday, imagine the vibes right now, bro. We're going into the international break as champions of something, right? Champions of the energy drink, the Carling Cup. You know what I mean? That was lucky Liverpool paid the VAR. Yeah, man, I did. It is a good watch. I highly recommend it, Wesley said. It was a good game. It was a great game of football. The Madrid derby. Now you ain't been saying that. You have not. We will not let you cap. I cannot believe this dumb fuck played for draw in a final. Man was defending a 1-0 deficit, brother. I thought we left that to the Chelsea guy. I mean, it's a cup. It's a cup, brother. We needed that. And this is the thing. If the people were talking about the Carling Cup is a Timu FA Cup and it's this and this, that, then you can't say the Q word then. Because if this trophy don't matter, then there is no quad. If the FA Cup is not a major honor, then there is no treble. All lives matter. All trophies matter. You know? To be fair, Aaron London only talking with that guy, man. And you know what? And you notice that they have the privilege of just disappearing after they talk so much shit all season long when we're October champions and November champions and this and that. But right now, they're going to wait for the smoke to blow over. We'll probably beat Southampton, and we'll get to a semis. Hopefully, we draw West Ham or Leeds. And then the chest will be back, but it will just be trouble talk. You know? Arteta will overturn his negative result in the second leg. He has a plan. He's the master manager. He's waiting for the second leg of the final, yeah? Gee wills, you know. Big up to Blacks, man. Oh, okay. There you go. Wow, you got you a new United fan. There must be a treble clef, yeah? Arteta trophy. Win ration is somewhat similar to Anthony Bennett field goal percentage. Oh, his ratio. His win ratio. 1 for 23. Oh, you remember Dwight Howard back at the free throw line back in the day? Remember that one? Like, 1 for 17. You're like, God damn, brother. You're in the gym all day. You can't. Yeah, man. Injuries are packing up. Oh, the bro sent you. The bro, was the bro still live? Did the bro do a 3-hour marathon? No way. Brother. That brother, if there is a harder working, brother did a 4-hour, 4-hour. Chat, I love y'all, but I ain't doing 4 hours. DK, how do Man City how the fuck can man watch that shit show yesterday and still talk fuckery about the trouble? Yeah, there's no trouble. There's no this. You know how we say from this point where we're postured, the 2 trophies was the minimum. That was the one. That was the one because we needed no one's help. We're in the final. And the Premier League was the other. We need no one's help. We're ahead. So now it looks like 1 or none. But we were saying it has to be 2 because we're so well postured. But like the assembled said, he has snatched defeat from the crutches of victory. Big up to the champion of the world, man. Like Brian, hope you're good, man. Honors and manners. Hope Trossard doesn't go. I think he'll go as a filler. I don't think he'll, be starting week. Like the first 2 games. Like in the league phase, the group stage, the first 2 games to clinch, get your 6 points to move on. I think he will be playing in that 3rd game. Not unless Belgium need to win that 3rd game to qualify. I don't think he's going to play a whole lot of minutes, but I think he will be there. Yesterday was perfect for Dalman, but for Arteta, he doesn't trust him in that. He doesn't. This Norgard came on, which I think that's what would have happened if Norgard was in the squad against Everton. I do. Because we all knew that Zubi was tired. We knew it. Pick up to DJ Sav. Love, my friend. Hope you're good, man. Thank you for being here. It's like these injuries are happening because we lost the City. Question. So Arsenal played an injury-ravaged team against City. Now it's starting to impact. Now, if he... Now the players, the mental of the players, right? We see Liverpool versus Brighton. We see Ekitike crying because he's injured going into international break in damn near May, in damn near April. And he is thinking, my World Cup chances could be gone, right? And if men are picking up injuries now, this close, when they come back, watch these men pull out the tackles and all this shit. Meanwhile, Pep is getting players back and keeping players fresh. It's mad. We might be in trouble, We might be in deep shit. Yeah, we do, man. We do. But yeah, the thing with I've seen more games where he looks clunky and like good player, but I just think we need better midfielders, man. Like guys who can walk into the teams in that we are competing against. I don't think Everton walks into Liverpool or City's midfield. And I mentioned those 2 teams because these are the 2 teams that won the last 2 Premier League titles. You know what I mean? Saka actually came up with the nonsense about performances and how he's still recovering from injury. My God. This is probably what you can say about him. He is an enforcer. I'll give you that 100%. We constantly have a starting lineup and a and a C team. Yep. Now, guys, the injury, now the rotations or the rotation schemes will be forced upon him because it seems like that's the only time he rotates the goddamn squad. Yeah. AFC always Man City 53 days at the top of the table in 4 Premier League titles. Arsenal 485 days at the top, 0 Premier League titles. This will be in a meme or a short or some shit coming soon. AFC always, but they'll cut off the rest of it. They'll just say Arsenal 485 days at the top and then cut off the rest of it because the trophies don't matter because it's only the Milk Cup, only the Mickey Mouse Cup. There was a trophy on the line, so it was a big deal. And the next time we play them, it will be an even bigger deal because then they'll be closer to us. They'll be cutting a 9-point lead to 6 probably. And if they play Palace before they play us to make up their game in hand, they'll be cutting a 6-point lead to 3. And that's assuming we win our game against Bournemouth. Oh, okay, that was the movie. Appreciate that, doctor. Yeah, we didn't dominate. We didn't. We were okay. The best chance in the first half fell to us. Everett should have scored. I can't remember any other clear-cut chance that we had at their goal. Yeah, mad. And losing to City's B team basically with a full-strength squad is criminal. The fact that Pep only brought on Foden, didn't bring on Marmoush or Reinders or Nico or nothing. He's just like, yo, I'm beating you with 12 men today. I don't care how experienced or inexperienced you are as a coach. If you manage, do a good job or get lost. Yeah. Especially when you've been in the job, for 6 damn years, Brian. 6 years and being paid 15.6. Like the learning curve is over, bro. Like what kind of 7-year honeymoon period shit is this? City should have been down 3-0 at halftime, bro. Vinicius made 3 clear-cut chances. Real Madrid does that when they know they have you. They just stop playing. They know they had City done. They had them beat. Delighted that you understand the reason behind Kepa Raya debate. Raya could have easily mucked up himself because he's been very skittish. I don't rate Kepa, but he earned the right to start. I think I've made it very clear, man, and I understand. You know what I mean? I don't have to agree, but I understand why Kepa, and I'm sure David Raya understands as well. On the other hand, if Raya's name was on the team sheet, Kepa also would have to be a professional and also understand. You know what I mean? No time to relax. Demand more. Arteta, get out. Strong word from our bro Static. You can't rely on running football. The ball is the fastest player. We have a coach that can coach attacking football. When fatigue kicks in, running can save you. I hear it. 5K bet. Black said, big up Manny. I don't mind the goalkeeper situation. It's the outfield players I care about that should make sure they're scoring. It doesn't matter, right? Because if Kai Havertz, say Kai Havertz scores his chance, yeah? Then the Nico O'Reilly goal makes it 1-1. Then we're still in the game. That's what I'm saying. Things are going to go against you in a football match. I think Kingdom earlier was saying you're going to lose games of football. We understand that. We've been watching football for 30 plus years, man, bro. We get that. Things are going to go against you in a game of football. Your job is to mitigate that. So if you plan for a bad decision and you outscore the opponent, you score 3 goals, they get a consolation, they get a lucky goal. So the hell what? And oh my days. It would have been a good day. But we find a way to make a meal of it, man. Toad says Arteta can coach against a low block, mid block, or a high press possession team. What hope do we have? Yeah, because this is every Premier League team play 1 or 3 of these. Sometimes you have to marvel. Yeah, man, big up Static. You have to marvel at just how. So it wasn't O blocking goal. Oh shit! That's why they was able to put 3 past them easily. Had Vinny out there looking like a world beater. That's how you know my head was gone if Oblak wasn't in, because I was watching the game. I was actually watching the game at the Bernabeu, watching Madrid down 1-0, saying like this is going to be long because these men are getting booed off the pitch right now if they don't win because the La Liga is gone. The Chelsea players took center stage in the final. We are fucked. Kai and Kepa. You know what? Maybe if an ex-Chelsea player in Nani had started this instead of Saka, we would have gotten something. A diagonal cutback for Gyökeres or something because Saka offered nothing, bro. Nothing. We needed it, though, man. We needed it. Both legs of the Women's Super League or the Women's Champions League, Chelsea, 2 p.m. in the UK. Okay, appreciate that, Brian. I'm gonna hit up African King. I know he does all those watch-alongs because he's big on the women's thing, the women's side of the game. Arsenal need a manager and improve coaches. I don't blame the players. At this point, we must do better, man. Big up to man like James Bond, Anazam Manas. Positive Dan said on his fan cam, Bournemouth is more important than Jesus Christ. Positive Dan is a waste, man. Anybody ever see him with a girl? But what's he talking about now? So he's on they done read from the Top Gunner script. Like, yeah. Remember the arrow? Did we win? If we won the EFL Cup, yes, it's the greatest trophy ever run for the quad. Did we win? Arrow points. No to the flow chart. Okay, let's pivot to the Premier League and say this is our focus. You know, we played 2 competitions before we play in another Premier League game. So how are we even looking at Bournemouth? It's Southampton is the task at hand, and we're going to Portugal. Infatuated. He holds it for him when he pissed. I don't give a bumper clot fuck who was at the top for how long and who won much. Win the Premier League and move on. All them doing doing statistic what the numbers on you. You know what I'm saying? We win everything but the damn trophy, James. Everything but because towards the end of the year, what you're gonna see is that top of the calendar year stat, or since this stat. Since Eze has come back into the team, we've done X, Y, and Z. You're like, brother, stop it. I'm sure they can find a silver lining somewhere in yesterday's performance that they're gonna hit us with and make us go like, what the fuck's going on, bro? We lost the game, we lost the trophy. What you on about? There's nothing else to talk about that game. We lost a trophy. Positivo de cocaína. Hit the goddamn like, said inconsistency. That word. My head is too gone to even pronounce. I'm sorry I fucked your name up, my bro. At least we don't have to worry about Arsenal for the next fortnight. You know what I mean? We can go live a little. Take your vacay. Yeah, that's unfortunate, man, because I rate this guy highly, Black Antone. We got the the thought man. Big up to the thought man and Mateo. I hear certain people saying Arteta under immense pressure to win. I'll tell you this: that fucking under no pressure, arrogant prick know him job safe. And the amount of sheep in the fan base, y'all. Yeah. He knows what time it is. He knows he can manipulate enough people. And if he has a majority on his side, not an overwhelming majority, but a majority, and included in that majority are key players or key people like Kenton, Semio, Charles Watts, Carter Hill, and these men, because they do pieces and opinionated op-eds on him, on how he's transformed Arsenal. Go to Chelsea and ask him for Cole Palmer and see if they'll sell him to us. They'll be like, hell no, because they value Cole Palmer. They don't value Havertz. They didn't value Nani. They didn't value Kepa, because Kepa didn't even come straight to us. Right? They sent him to Bournemouth. Right? And do we see what Chelsea has had in goal for the past 2 seasons? Sanchez and Petrovic, them men are shit, and Kepa couldn't dislodge them. Probably still giddy on the treble raid. Arteta football can't win football in the final. No, yeah, it's this guy, you know. Did you see Nani control on his stat yesterday? This coaching is very different. Player's first touch leads to a throw-in or a corner kick. Nani came on in the 66th minute. They assembled. I left at the second goal. The second goal came in the 64th minute. I said, I paid my tab. I got out of there. Like when I watch Arsenal matches at pubs, I walk with cash and change because I don't want to have to hand them my credit card and wait for them to no. When I want to get the fuck up out of there, I drop the cash on the table and I leave. And I bounced up out of there. So he came on. I was driving home. I didn't see anything on from the 64th minute on. It's a blur to me. So whatever you said happened. You know, man taking shots is going out for a throw-in. Man controlling the ball is going in for a throw-in, corner kick. It's madness. Anana trash rubbish. First touch school clumsy. Leave my club alone. We want the top guys, man. The top midfielders to be coming to Arsenal. You know, guys with, I don't want to say guys with no weakness, but guys with who their weaknesses are very, very limited. Right? We talk about how well they play, not their flaws. You know what I mean? But you know, it's long. But listen, people, thank you for the therapy session this morning. It is 9:30 a.m. on the Pacific Northwest. It's my gym time. It's time to go blow off some steam, do my workout, and after my workout, take my ass down to the steakhouse, get me a steak the size of my motherfucking back, and replenish my protein. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I want to thank you all for being here. Thank you for your time. I do not take your time lightly. We move into the international break. We compose ourselves and we come back. Prepare yourself. Squeaky bum settings times 10. It's going to be mad. I'll big you up every single time. Like I always say, take care of yourselves and each other. Until next time, we are gone. What am I running today? Run some Jada. No, run some turn your lights down low.
Turn your lights down low.
Mr. Bombastic, really fantastic. Put me on the box, she says I'm Mr. Rowe.
Everyone goes to me love sometimes.
You better know when your name lover. One step by Chichi Man.
From them apart in a chichi man crowd.
My crew, my dogs, set rules, set laws.
Just got paid and I got a little money to burn. Hit them the dance, bust the dance. Hit them the dance, hit them the dance, bust the dance. From you I'm gonna pass the whole, can I get a fuck you? Let me get a